2 kids under the age of 5. She's a homemaker, a model, and now she is also the reigning Mrs. Missouri.
That's right. The O'Fallon, Missouri winner of the statewide pageant is none other than Andrea Robertson. And here she is. She joins us.
Here she is.
Yay.
You're supposed to say it right.
You've heard my voice, Randy.
Okay.
It's not that good. Hey, good to see you once again. Thanks for coming in today.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So first question I had for you, a lot of times Mrs. Missouri has gone through the whole Miss Missouri system and all these other pageants. You're new to this. Why did you enter?
I am. I've done one other Mrs. pageant, and the women that I met at the pageants were so amazing, and I learned so much from them. So I asked my husband, I said, what do you think? Should I do it again? And he said, go for it. Why not? So I did.
And your husband, by the way, is someone a lot of Missourians would know. and it didn't dawn on me until we talked about it. Tell everyone who he is.
They know him for good reasons and bad reasons. Bad reason, he went to Kansas, although I do root for Kansas when they're not playing Missouri. But he was a big-time basketball player in Missouri.
Ryan Robertson,
Robertson,
for sure.
You played soccer at Mizzou. You guys
Right.
knew each other forever. So what was his thought when there's a picture of the family right there? So really, though, I mean, what's the family think? The daughters, are they into the whole thing here?
We took my daughter this year to watch me compete, and she liked the younger girls who were doing the acting and the singing on stage. She really wasn't into the whole pageant thing, which is fine by me. So it's whatever. You know, I just wanted her to see it, and she was thrilled when I won, though.
So, I mean, obviously, when you get up there, and you said one of the biggest portions of the whole competition was the interview section, what did they ask you, and what kind of message you want to convey?
My platform, I titled Fit for Life, and the foundation I'm supporting is the Women's Sports Foundation. They're the big supporters of Title IX and funding low-income cities for sporting functions and things. And so that was what my question was on stage, explain the Women's Sports Foundation.
Just out of curiosity, I know a lot of times the younger pageants and such go for scholarships. What's the incentive for an older, I want to say older than the young kids? How about that? Was that a nice save? Did I save it? For a more mature woman to get into the pageants?
Typically, most of the women who compete are really active in the community. And I think when you reach my age and you've had children and you start to learn what life is really about, and you love to spread your message of strong families, strong marriages, and we're already active in the community anyways, so it's a great way to spread our message.
There's a crowning picture right there, though. Very nice.
That's great. And you got your crown in Branson, right?
Correct. This year it was in Branson, Missouri.
That's wonderful.
Were you surprised at the pageant system? I'm always amazed at how poised and just professional the entire organization is. Did you notice that as well?
Really, yes. Teresa Foley, who runs the Mrs. Missouri pageant, does a fantastic job. And I was a little bit amazed at how much work goes into it. We're there from Thursday to Sunday, but by the time you leave, you feel like you've been there for a month. So it's really, really interesting. From an athletic point of view, it's totally...
Well, what about some moms, some misses out there who might be contemplating doing what you did?
Go for it. They're taking applications for next year, mrsmissouri.org, and it's a great challenge.
All right, Andrea, good to see you once again. Thanks so much, Andrea Robertson.
Perfect definition of supermom right there.
Yeah, exactly. and I know what you're thinking. Maybe I do know a little bit too much about the pageant system, but that's okay. Don't judge me, Randy. For more information about the Mrs. Missouri pageant, just go to fox2now.com. Click on the AM Show tab. On the top of the homepage, you can get all the info from right there.
You've hosted a pageant or two, haven't you?
9.
9 of them. Aha.
I know
all
my
right.
pageants.
Chris is going to be up here in a bit for the 5-day forecast. Will we see it warm?